Today we find ourselves here in the Sallie House, one of the most haunted houses in America.
It's right here in Atchison, Kansas. We got here around 3 p.m. No, 2 p.m. because it's now 4:30.
We had a little too much fun in there.
Yeah, we stayed about 2 hours going around and playing with our EMF and our spirit box that we got. Yeah, so we ventured into a couple of the rooms here. We went to the living room, which is just behind us, and we went upstairs into a nursery / bedroom, and
There are 3 bedrooms upstairs and 1 bathroom.
yes, we walked into them all. I don't know, we had some really cool activity in the nursery when we went up there a second time, because we went up there first time and it didn't really go off that much, and then we sat on the stairs too. The stairs had a lot of activity.
Dude, the stairs was crazy. I feel like that was the most active it was until we went upstairs into the nursery after it told us to go to the nursery.
What do you want? What do you want? Yeah.
And we switched locations because people showed up to the house and we got a little spooked and we hightailed out of there. We were just at the Sallie House on Saturday. It is now Tuesday. So the Sallie House was built between 1867 and 1971 by Michael Finney. His son, however, Dr. Charles Finney, took over the home, so I'm assuming it's Michael who died. Dr. Charles Finney was one of the few doctors in Atchison. There actually wasn't a hospital in Atchison, Kansas, until 1914. And so either he operated within the Sallie House or in an office off location. There's no really confirmation whether he did procedures in the house or not, but allegedly he operated in the house on Sallie. Sallie and her mama went to Dr. Finney and was like, hey, my tummy's hurting. We gotta do an operation. He was like, hey, it's appendicitis. I need to move now. And either he didn't give anesthetics or the anesthetics didn't kick in before he started cutting into her. But the procedure obviously failed and she died.
It went horribly wrong.
Yeah, so it says when we were at the house, there were like a bunch of little informational, like laminated pieces of paper, and so there was a table that was like covered in white and cotton, but the paper that was on that table, it says that before he began cutting on the child before the anesthesia took full effect.
Oof.
Hello, everybody,
Hello.
and welcome to the Sallie House.
We made it. We made it.
We got here, I don't have my watch, around 2-ish, and we have this place until 3. We are currently sitting in the living room, where a lot of the activity has taken place in past years. What we're doing now is we are going to do an investigation of the house, and we are able to go into the basement.
I'm actually excited because they normally don't let people down.
But the people in front of us who were coming out of the house as we were going in, they were like, basement's unlocked. And we took a peek, and it's really spooky.
It is not fun looking. We have our EMF reader over here that has been going off since like the second that we got here. We also have a spirit box
That we're going to turn on in a bit.
One of us is gonna be blindfolded with headphones on, listening to the spirit box, while the other 2 are asking questions. And maybe
we'll try the Estes method.
It was like going off.
We're not alone.
They heard Estes and they said, I'm here. That's wild.
Hi, Sally. is here.
Actually, yeah, to whoever.
No harm. We are simply here to.
We come in peace.
We come in peace, and we would like to leave in peace as well. So
We for sure want to get some footage.
Yeah,
so.
nothing is going to attach to us right now. We forbade any evil from
Coming into our bodies.
into our lives. May the power of FNAF compel you to leave us alone.
I think, are we starting upstairs first?
Yeah, let's start up and then we'll move our way downwards.
In the nursery, where the Pikmins first started seeing or having big activity.
We're back in 1992 now, so the Pikmin family is comprised of a couple named Deborah and Tony, and they moved into the house and they converted one of the upstairs rooms into a nursery. After a couple of months, they noticed that light bulbs would go out and over time would go off. This wasn't enough to disturb the couple at the time. However, once their son was born, things started to get really weird, and there was a lot of activity around, like, stuffed animals. All the stuffed animals that were once on a chair had all fallen to the floor, and mind you, the child is, like, a baby at this point, so there's there's not
little
really
Taylor.
a way for him to get onto a chair,
He can't even crawl yet.
let alone knock things off. So they put the stuffed animals back into the chair and put their baby to bed. And then after they walked it downstairs, they noticed that the light in the nursery had turned on. They're like, well, that's kind of weird. So let's go check on our son.
Go check on our kid.
They went really fast back into the nursery, only to find that one of the stuffed bears had fallen back on the floor.
We love.
Okay, we're gonna head upstairs to the
Yeah.
nursery.
Feel free to follow us upstairs. We're gonna head upstairs now.
We're going to the nursery.
That is fine. Was that what you heard?
Yes, that is fine. I heard that is fine.
Okay. Cool. We're gonna head up there now.
You can come with us.
Come with us, yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Currently in what we believe is the nursery, although from footage of past, who knows.
We are in a room full of toys. We have a tea party going on here. Do you have anything to say?
Right.
And the teacups, they have little bells in them.
Yeah, so when they move that you can hear them better.
So the Estes method is turning on the spirit box. Again, it's going to be running through radio stations, sweeping through radio stations, and we're just going to blindfold ourselves, and we're going to be wearing headphones, and they're going to be asking questions. And whatever
Gina
I
can't
hear through
hear.
the spirit box, I will be saying it out loud, and I cannot hear.
Say, Lili is the best, if you can hear me. Okay. Alright, so we are gonna start doing our Estes method. If anyone is here, please feel free to talk through Gina. We have the spirit box. Please don't harm Gina, though. We just want to have you be able to speak to us through her. Oceans.
11.
Ocean's 11.
Who is here with us today in this room right now?
Disaster.
Were you here for the disastrous?
You are bad.
Oh.
Yeah, you are.
Is this Sallie that we're talking to? You were here for the disaster?
Yeah, I think that we are going to stop this here. Hello.
Welcome back.
We unfortunately weren't getting much up here, and it's 2:33, so we are going to So we're gonna go to the basement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, prioritize that, then see what we can get.
Okay.
Perfect.
How was that for you?
It was good. I feel like I wasn't getting that many, responses. They weren't really understandable. So, yeah.
There were some of them that
made a little bit of sense.
Okay.
Yeah, disaster.
One where
women.
there's many of us, and someone shouted out women.
Oh yeah, women. Yeah.
So,
Perfect.
Want to talk about
Our experience?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love spirits.
I loved it. I loved my experience at the Sallie House. It was the best.
Yeah. Well, we met up at a McDonald's.
Yep.
And all piled into Meg's little car and drove on over. It was very unassuming. Like, in my mind, like, this is like a historical landmark for their town, so I was thinking there was going to be like a plaque or something, but no, it just looked like a house.
Just a house
Just
in a
regular
neighborhood.
house.
I don't know why I thought, and maybe it's the way that like TV shows or YouTube videos like shoot the house. I thought it was like on the street corner. It's just wedged in between other houses.
Yeah.
The layout is not at all how I imagined it in my head watching like different ghost hunting videos. It's a lot smaller and quainter. Like it seems like it just seems like a normal house.
It does. It looks like an ordinary house, and it's not in like its best condition as well. So it's just like kind of like.
Well, especially when like right across the street is that big house that looks like a castle.
Yes.
Mansion.
Like you would assume that one's haunted, but no, it's this little white house with brick
And green carpet.
green carpet.
No, yeah. So we walked in, and as soon as you get in the door, you're spat out into kind of like a itty bitty little mudroom. And then you have the stairs to your left and the living room to your right. We kind of settled in the living room.
Oh. Stereo, old TV, old couch.
It smelled like my
Okay, so we lost Lili because she had an appointment. How did you feel about the house?
I felt pretty good. I felt like oddly at peace. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
pretty calm.
It was not scary at all, and I think
Yeah.
maybe it's because we went during the daytime. Girls trip to a haunted location, but maybe it's not really haunted. But also I think that it's different when you are living there and you can't leave versus doing an hour-long tour, for our case 2 hours, because we stayed a little longer than we should have. But, you know, it's an in and out. Many people are flowing in. Whatever is there doesn't have the energy to entertain all of us. Yeah. So, you know, maybe that could be it.
I think so, yeah. When I stayed in the basement by myself to get B-roll, so allegedly it's like the most the place where it has like the most paranormal activity, right?
Especially with the pentagram on the ground. We forgot to talk about that.
Yeah, she was standing on top of it. I didn't even know.
Oh, I knew that something weird had gone down there, but I couldn't remember. And then once you had posted in the group chat, it's like, girl, there was a pentagram. I was like, oh yeah,
Right, I forgot.
and I stood on that shit and. The freaking EMF reader. Let's bleep that out. The EMF reader was just going crazy.
Yeah.
Although that footage blurry.
No way.
Footage is blurry. Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
And I had it on autofocus.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just because the two of us were on like two different sides of the frame and it couldn't focus, or if because the background was all black. I don't know why.
I did notice it was blurry, and I thought it was me that I couldn't like function the camera because I kept like zooming in and out, and I was like, why isn't this focusing?
Definitely the focus gets messy when you zoom in and out, but like for some of it it'll focus, but then like sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know if there was a ghost standing there with us.
It is said that whenever your camera gets blurry, it's because
There's
a
something
ghost.
there.
Yeah.
So we'll just say that. That there was someone down there with us.
Yeah. But where I was going was that when I was in the basement getting B-roll by myself, I didn't feel scary. Although it's supposed to be like the scariest place in the house, I felt really calm. And I spent probably like a good like 2 minutes down there. Yeah. And then when I was walking up the stairs, usually even in my house, I feel like someone's behind me. But when I was going upstairs, I didn't feel that either.
Right.
So.
Because when I went down there to take the photos with my camera, I was just like, it just looks like a creepy basement.
Right? Oh, yeah. When you open it, it's so creepy.
Like the stairs, it's creepy, but that's because it's
creepy basement. Oh, it was bad. The lights were on when we first opened it, but when we left, I turned the lights off to be, like, considerate because, hello, electricity bills are going up. And I turned the light off, and I was like, oh, no, yeah, that's
scary.
That's scary. That's terrifying.
Right.
Because it's a basement. It's a basement that goes into the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it scary because it's haunted, or is it scary because it's just a basement?
Right.
All right, so now we are about to go into the basement of the Sallie House. I don't remember if there's much down there or if anything as bad happened down there. Although history is that maybe there was someone who liked to dabble in the dark arts who maybe did some things down there.
You're a witch.
Let's go to the basement. Yeah. Anyone down here with us? If you are, please state your name or say hello.
The greatest.
You're the greatest?
Are you the greatest?
Who are we talking to?
Period.
Period. Can you state your name? Dude, it's steady.
Oh.
It's steady.
Extra. I've had it down.
Are you standing next to me? Dude, this is weird.
Is someone upstairs?
Is this you standing right next to me? Do you know what the
Wait to count.
Count for what?
Doja?
I did not like that.
Hell no.
Yeah, hell no.
Tonight. Go home.
Are you telling us to go home?
Metallic. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry, are we in your way?
Do you need us to move or leave the house?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello?
Who is this? Should we go upstairs into the living room?
Cardinal. String cheese.
The cardinal's upstairs. That's weird.
Do you like
A
cardinals?
cough. Someone coughed.
Do you like cardinals?
If there's anything else you'd like to tell us, please tell us now.
Is this? Saturday?
Yes, it is Saturday.
That's weird. I'm just here.
What?
Okay. I think that's
How'd I do?
really good.
Yeah.
We were gonna be spooked watching this back because this was going off like crazy.
Oh, shit. No, there was a lot of, sometimes it was like over the radio, some like lady's voice would say something, but I couldn't understand it.
That happened to me too.
Yeah.
Like too many voices were coming in
Yeah.
at the same time,
And
so I
then there was
couldn't
a lot
differ.
of moments of like,
Right.
so, but no, there were a few that came through, pretty strong.
Fire.
Yeah.
I think that's
This one's fire.
right.
Yeah.
Right. She said period.
I did. Someone said period.
Period. It flickered to orange. Fire. Yeah. I think this. What time is it?
My eyes are blurry.
Yeah.
3:01.
Okay. Well, that concludes our time in the Sallie House. I'm gonna run around and take some pictures with my camera. See if there's anything there.
I might take a piss in the haunted bathroom.
Fire. Shouldn't say fire.
Did they not like it?
Well, there were, Sally lit things on fire.
That's true.
Wasn't touched. Didn't feel much. Thought I was hearing things, but it might have just been your stomach.
I think so, yeah. Sorry.
My bad. No, it's all good. Are you here on the stairs with us? If you're here on the stairs, can you make it go to red? Or say hello?
Yes. There's someone here with us. You see you playing with our EMF reader. Could you try and tell us something through the spirit box?
Oh, I did not like that.
Because I haven't heard that voice before. Warning?
Are you warning us of something? Was that you who made that noise? Or my dad?
Was that you making a noise? Can you make it go to red if that was you who made that noise? Are you wanting us to go upstairs? You make it go. Okay, perfect. We'll meet you upstairs. Ugh, dude.
It was going crazy red.
Stay on red.
Can you make it go back to red, please? So close, all the way to red.
That's wild.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Maybe they don't like this thing. They seem to.
Is that too loud? Is the spirit box too loud? Can you make it go to red?
That's insane, dude.
Thank you.
Okay, we won't use this anymore then. If that.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you.
That I can't.
Oh!
That's crazy.
Do you just want us to use the EMF meter to ask you questions?
Do you like the EMF reader better? Yeah? If you make it go to yellow, we'll go upstairs.
That was crazy.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go upstairs.
Thank you so much.
I hate this.
That's
Hey,
Sorry, I love this, but like, that's
I love it, but I hate it.
insane.
Holy. I feel like after the first hour, I feel like Sallie or whatever spirit was there with us kind of like got used to us being there. They warmed up to us, and I feel like that's when like the EMF reader was going off.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Which, again, like I was saying, is it based off of how much time you spend in that space, whether you're living there or just being there for an hour?
Mm-hmm. I feel like when you have to do ghost investigations, you definitely need to take lots of time, and it takes patience.
Yeah.
Especially when you ask a question, you have to take like a good 30 seconds.
You gotta sit and wait around because you don't...
It's not right away, like a human.
It's not right away. Yeah. You don't want to confuse it on accident, or you... I think we did really good at like taking pauses, and because the first one that when we were on the stairs, you would ask, "Do you want us to go upstairs?" Really long pause, then it hit yellow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You gotta wait. You have to be patient.
It's not like a human conversation, you know.
Yeah.
Instant responses.
So that's why I think like an hour there is not
enough time.
The first 30 minutes, we spent it in the living room, and it flew by fast.
Yes.
We were like, oh, we need to get moving.
Like, oh, we have to go. But then there was no one behind us.
Right.
So we
I'm glad we went at the very last
Yes,
hour.
thank you for that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I was
I got that from
working
my
smarter,
sister.
not harder.
Right? For real, yeah.
Oh, it's red. It's red. We're thinking red is yes.
All right.
It's no the whole entire time. We're back. That fell over. That wasn't standing. Did someone knock that over?
Maybe I can check my photo.
In what we believe is a nursery.
It did say Sally, say cheese.
That was
Standing
the
Stop.
last time we were in here.
Was it you who knocked the stuffed animal over?
Did you knock the unicorn over?
That went red. Oh, shoot. I didn't get that.
Are you here in the nursery with us? Just make it jump to yellow or red. Was it you who knocked over the unicorn? Gina's making a new circle of friends. Do you like them? Okay. Try my best. Do you have a favorite dolly in this room? You wanted us to come in here. No?
Mm-hmm. Is there something you wanted us to do?
You want the spirit box back out? If you want it back out, can you make it go to red? Might have been too loud earlier.
I don't know. Is it haunted?
Or not.
Maybe.
You would have to go for yourself to experience it.
It's only $20 for an hour. It's only an hour drive. I think that it's worth it. Because also the experience with your friends.
Yay!
That's what makes it worth it. So, I think that's it from us, unless you have anything else.
No, I think that's it.
All right. We are the Nightshade Nightingales. I don't think we said that in the very beginning. Hello, we are the Nightshade Nightingales. Thank you so much, Lili.
Thank you, Lili, for being here with us till the end.
Till the end. She had to run off. We love her so much.
Thank you so much, Meg.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you for
course.
being my partner in this, and also being open to be like, yeah, let's go to a haunted house for a podcast.
Yes, because not everyone is down to do those
No.
things, so I'm glad you guys were.
A special thanks to Lili, because this is not her
cup of tea.
This is not her cup of tea at all. She does not like scary movies. I don't want to speak for her, but I do know that horror is not her big thing. So definite shout out to Lili for braving this and
For letting us drag her into this.
right. But hey, we all seem to have a fun time. So
I loved it.
So don't know where we're going next time, but we'll figure it out and we'll see you there.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.